this centered. Alrighty, we are back with another coloring page. And it's been a while since the last one, but we are back. If I can get all this in frame. But the theme today, if you cannot tell, is Sanrio. We have Miss Kuromi and My Melody, and it is all Halloween themed, and I'm so excited. So let's just get right into it. Now I do want to stick with the light sources again, so I have some candles here, and then maybe I'll do something with the window as well. But first, let me do a little poll. Are you subscribed to Here we go. And let's make this orange to stay on theme. I'll pop that up in the corner. And there we go. Alrighty, so with the light sources before, I just want to start with those so it's easy. Ew, what is that? Just to make sure everything is, good to go. I'm using Dandelion to start, and I'm just gonna color right around the flames here, but also I'm going to put this anywhere where that light would naturally shine. So like right on the pumpkin here. We can do it right on the cutting board, on the sides. Not too much, but just to make sure that we can see the warmth from that shining through. Let's do a little bit on the pumpkin as well, or the jack-o'-lantern I should say. Just right on the front there. Nothing too much, just a little bit of warmth. And a little over here. And I feel like that might shine over here on this pumpkin too. And maybe a little over here. And I guess that's good for that. Also, let's color her little flower because that is yellow. Then the petals are white, so I'll just leave those as is. And I think I'm just going to get started on their clothing. So let's grab a nice pink for Kuromi. I feel like this one in front would be good. This is hot magenta. Now I'm going to try to not color the eyes, I'll just make those black. But I hope everyone is having a terrific Tuesday so far. And I apologize for the lack of streams. I've just been very busy with my now previous video. It was just posted 2 days ago. And a whole lot of work went into that. So much research and filming and editing and cosplaying. So, highly recommend checking it out if you have not already. Then I'm just going on to black. Let's try and color in the eyes. And then the rest of her little hood. I definitely need to find another black crayon. I seem to be using this one a lot. And I think I'll add a touch of purple to the hood as well, just for a little bit of dimension. But I'll just do this right around the exterior. And let's grab a deep purple, let's do this one right here. This is blue violet. Just gonna do that right in the center, and then we can kind of ombre that out. And this is the perfect Kuromi purple. And she does have a little tail as well, so I might just make the tail purple. Then going back in with black, I'm just gonna blend this all together. And then her little collar. Oops. Oh well. And then I'm going to add a bit of purple to the tail. And then for my melody, let's grab this one back here. But let's do a little bit of highlighting with Dandelion. Hello, hello, welcome. Oh, this is Tickle Me Pink, by the way. And I might go in with a bit of a deeper pink, anywhere where a shadow would be. Hello, hello, welcome. Hello, welcome. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're all having a terrific Tuesday. Thank you. I just thought it would be appropriate to do something more festive and Halloweeny. I'm gonna go in with magenta, anywhere where there would be a shadow. Thank you very much, thank you. So right around the exterior. Hello, hello, welcome. And down this ear as well. And then she also has a little collar. Then I'll go back in with Tickle Me Pink. Alrighty, looking good. I think next we should just do the jack-o'-lanterns and all the little seeds and everything. So let's get a few different oranges so they aren't all the same. Let's do maybe this one back here, if I can grab it. So let's start with red orange, just to add a bit of dimension to the pumpkins. I'm going to do that right on either side of these lines here. Hello, hello. And on all of these pumpkins as well. Although we could do like a green pumpkin. Maybe I'll make that one green and that one green. Just for a little bit of diversity. Put those to the side and let's grab some greens we can use. Honestly, these two right here seem perfect. So let's start out with olive green. And I'm just going to do the same thing, so putting that darker shade right along the outlines. And then same with this one over here. And then I'm going to go in with spring green and fill in all of those empty spots. And same over here. And I'm just going to go right over that yellow so it perfectly blends in. And then I think I might grab a bit of a darker green. Probably this one over here. Just to really add some dimension. This is asparagus. Yes, that is perfect. And same over here. Beautiful. And then going in with that lighter orange, which is yellow orange. Just filling in all of those empty spots and going right over that darker orange to blend it all in. And right over the yellow as well. And then this final pumpkin over here. And then I think I'm going to use that same yellow orange to color in the pumpkin guts right here. And then I will use like a sandy khaki color for the seeds. So let's find a good one for that. I guess this one will have to do. This is apricot. And just coloring in all of these little seeds here. If it'll even show. I don't know if that even really did anything, but oh well. We still have the stems. So let's put those back and grab a deeper brown, and we can do this one as well. Starting with sepia, the darker brown. And, oh, I totally forgot I had a pumpkin back here. Okay. We will figure that out. Thank you! Oh my gosh, we have a Hello Kitty fan. Welcome. This is burnt sienna, a bit of a lighter brown. And then over here as well. Alrighty, looking good. And I forgot to color that one. Okay, going back in with yellow orange. And then just to continue this beautiful orange color and make it more cohesive, I'm just going to make that one orange as well. So going back to red orange, right along the outline. And then yellow orange. Looking good. This is so cute so far. Okay, let's figure out the counters and the table and the cupboards as well. So I think I'm gonna do a nice dark brown for the countertops and the table. Let's see. I don't have the best selection, so I think I did this trick before. I layered purple and brown. So I'm going to go in with blue violet and do that anywhere where there would be a shadow. So like back here, not a lot of light is going to reach. So let's do purple. And just kind of fan that out like that so it's easier to blend with the brown. And back here. And then I guess right along the side as well. And then moving on to the table. Pardon me. And then again, anywhere where there's going to be a shadow, because we have the two candles there, so that's going to create some pretty dramatic lighting on the table. Hello. Yes, I do. Welcome back. I'm not the best with names, but I do remember profile photos. Making sure to get all of these shadows along the cutting board too. And right around this pumpkin. Not too much though. And then let's do a little bit at the end, or the corner I should say. And kind of just fan that out. I think we are good with that. So let's go to sepia. And I'm just basically going to go right over all of that and then fill in the rest of the table. This brown is very, should I say dookie color? It just reminds me from the beginning of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, Steve the monkey, when the humans are drawing the blueprints for their new plan, and then Steve draws with a brown crayon. That's all I think of. Oh my gosh, I love all those little emojis. And welcome. I think for the cutting boards, I'm just going to try and do a lighter brown, something more cool tone so it really sticks out. And then these silly little pumpkin seeds, I don't know if they're even gonna stand out, but oh well. And look at the difference it makes when you blend that on top of the purple versus alone. That really gives a lot of dimension. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this in frame. It just slides towards me. Oh, Olive! That's my cat, Olive. I don't know if you could hear her. She just woke up. Yeah, these pumpkin seeds. I don't know. It's fine though. You should do neon colors. That would be very cool. I'll definitely do that for a future coloring page, but I want to keep this one more natural, I would say. But that is a very good idea, and I'm pretty sure I have a decent array of neon colors I could do. But that would be a good challenge, to have limited colors. Should I do a neon coloring page for Halloween or anything specific that you have in mind? I'm always open to recommendations. No, she's back asleep now. She's being all cute and cozy. For those who don't know, Olive is my cat. A beautiful little black cat. And we're almost done with the table. And then I'll do the cutting boards and then the rest of the counter. But should I make the actual cupboards any other color, or should we just stick to more like neutrals and browns? because I don't really know if we're doing this at Kuromi's house or My Melody. I expect or suspect Kuromi with all of the decorations and everything. I feel like My Melody would definitely have a lot more bows and frilly decorations going on, but who knows? Alrighty, so let me just quickly flip this so it's a bit easier, and then doing the same exact thing, just going right over all of that purple and the rest of the counter. Who, Olive? I wouldn't say she's grumpy. She can definitely be an HBIC, but she's a very sweet baby. But if anyone here is grumpy, I would say it's Kuromi. Okay, I'm still not sure what color to make the actual cabinets, so I will just hold off on that for now. Although we do have a shelf, so I will make that matching using that same blue violet just on the side here. And then going back in with sepia and doing the same exact thing. And then with the hardware, the knobs and the everything and the little supports, I guess, I'm feeling gold. So let's do that. Just right along there. And on the handles. And over here. Okay. I might as well color their eyes black. I will try and leave a little white dot for the, I guess that is their pupil, the entire thing. I don't know. That little cartoonish little white piece. There, like that. Okay. I think that's good enough. Oh, she has a pink little nose. They both do. So let's go back with Tickle Me Pink. Their little noses. And let's dust all of this off. Pardon me in my noisy chair. Okay. The cutting boards. Let's do, where's my brown? I was thinking this, which is tumbleweed, which I think would be perfect. And again, I'm just going to go right over the yellow to blend that in. And then I'll probably go in with sepia, just to do a little bit of shading for the shadows. Can you guys hear the birds outside? They are squawking. Alrighty. Going back in with sepia just for a little bit of shadow. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. That means so much. Thank you. And welcome. Alrighty, I don't want to do too much. I think that's good. For the candles, I think it would be cute to make a My Melody colored one and then Kuromi. So for this one, let's do a different yellow. Let's do regular yellow. And I will just do that on the label. And then, oops, go back to Tickle Me Pink and just coloring the jar itself, and then I'm going to leave the wax pink. There we go, and then using that same blue violet, just coloring the jar on that one. Now, I'm debating on what to do for the faces because obviously it is carved out, so it would be darker. Do I have like a scarlet? Look at that. But I think I'm also going to do just a little bit of purple to cool it down a bit. Especially on these pumpkins that are further away from the candles. And then I'll do a little bit in here as well. Then going in with scarlet. Just going right on top of that. Okay, scarlet and blue violet is a beautiful combination. Just in case you're wondering. I think that looks super cute. Alrighty. So, I think I'm going to use that same, what was it, tumbleweed for the floor. So obviously I'm not a perfectionist when I color. Like, obviously, I try to do the best I can and everything, but I don't mind if I go outside the lines. And I think it was about a month ago or so. Oh, it was when I was doing my Light Yagami and Ryuk from Death Note. I did a coloring page with that if you are interested in seeing it. It's still on my page. You can watch all of my previous live streams in my live tab. But anyways, I was doing that and I colored outside the lines and someone got angry in the comments and it was so funny. I'm like, bro, if you were that worried, then do your own coloring page. It is just wild how some people can get. But thanks for watching anyways. And I think I will add a touch of purple to the floor as well, right along the floorboard lines. I'll probably use sepia for that. And right over here. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations for what color to do for the cabinets, the lower cabinets, and the upper cabinet as well. Because I'm kind of stuck on what to do. Color in that little area right there. Make sure I don't color my Melody's tail. Then going back in with sepia, just along the floorboards. And then I'll do some down here where it's darker. Okay. You sound like Sarah from Snake Discovery. Well, I don't know who that is. But thank you, I suppose. I'm also gonna make that pumpkin back there green. I think that's the last pumpkin. Alrighty, I think so. I'm gonna go in with asparagus. I'm kind of gonna go heavy with this one just because it's by the window and we aren't getting a bunch of light over there. Then going in with spring green right on top of that. And then once again, going back to sepia for the stem. Alrighty. I think I'm just gonna do the plants for now. I think that would be a good one to make like a nice foresty green. So let's see what other one we can use. This is pine green. And once again, just going along the outline. And then I'll go in with a lighter shade. Then let's do olive green. Okay, too late, we're already doing it. Not the best combo, but whatever. And then for this one over here, I'm just imagining this is a pothos vine, pothos, however you want to say it. So let's do a little bit of dandelion, just to add a bit of warmth over here, right in the center. And then I think I will do asparagus, going right over the entire thing. Alrighty, then we have a little flower there. And I guess I decided that this is Kuromi's house, but I will make that look like a little My Melody flower pot. So let's do magenta right along the little rim, and then going in with Tickle Me Pink on the bottom. And then we can make the entire flower yellow. And then let's see, burnt sienna, we can use that for the soil. And then a bit over here. Okay, I guess I just gotta figure out the cupboards. Let's do, what if we did more of like an indigo, like more of a blue? Let's see. Indigo. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna make the cabinets darker and then like the actual drawers, or you know, a bit lighter. So let's just do that, starting with indigo. And finally, the sun is shining. And I think let's just try to go back with blue see how this will look. Well, good luck doing so. I didn't mean that in a bad way. It's just I recently tried to change my username and it's like, oh, somebody else already has this. So I hope it works out for you. I'm not mad with the cabinets, I just should have done a lighter purple. But oh well. You live and you learn. And I'm just gonna flip that so it's easier for me to color. I'm just realizing how big this cabinet door is compared to the other one, but oh well. That's my bad, I guess. Oh gosh. To change the subject, is anyone watching the new season of Love is Blind USA? Because holy cow. I will not spoil anything, but this is most definitely the most chaotic season with the most wacky people who do not know what they signed up for. Like, oh my gosh, y'all are signing up to go on a show where you get married, and half of these people are not ready for that. It is so funny. Okay, I realize they are holding spoons, and I don't know if I can say KNIFE on here, another utensil, but I'm going in with silver. Welcome, welcome. That is such a cute profile photo. And then I will add a little bit more orange because it looks like some pumpkin guts right there or something. Okay, looking cute. Now, for the tile, I think I'm going to do green because I am loving this combination here. And I know there's already some green going on, but just trust me. So I'm going to go in with pine green. And I'm just going to flip this and go right along all of these outlines. Whoopsie, don't want to color that. Gotta make sure to color the little spider. Do we have any Miss Spider's Sunny Patch fans in the chat today? Oh my gosh, that would be an amazing cosplay. I forgot the character's name, but the really creepy white spider from that show that everyone said looks like James Charles. That would be a crazy cosplay to do. Okay, I'm gonna go in with spring green and just go right over all of that. I feel like that'll be a nice pop of green, and yeah, I'm loving it already. Let's quickly color the spider. That's all. And then I need to figure out what color or colors to do for the curtains by the window. But I think for the window frame, I'm just going to do that same dark brown just to make it all cohesive. And then I need to remember to color all of these little jars over here. I mean, there's just two. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. You are so kind. I've just had a lot of practice over this past year with crayon coloring. Okay, let's do, where did my brown go? Right here, but let's also do a touch of that purple. Let's do that only on the bottom, the windowsill. Then go right over that with sepia. Whoa, well, welcome. Oh my god, it is just, it's mind-blowing. Obviously, YouTube is available everywhere around the world, but it is just so mind-blowing when people comment where they're from. I'm like, holy cow. All around the world, huh? But thank you for joining. And then, oh gosh, see, I'm coloring outside the lines, but whatever. The moon, let's make that more of a vibrant yellow. Just regular yellow, I guess. There we go. Then we have to color this in. What if we did like a very deep terracotta color? Ooh, wait, I'm loving these two. We have bittersweet and burnt orange. So let's do bittersweet, that bit of a darker color right along the outlines and anywhere where the shadows would be. This is such a creamy color. This is crazy. Okay. Then going in with burnt orange. Going right on top of that to blend it all in. And this is the perfect terracotta color. Alrighty. Now we still have the curtains and these jars to do. I think I'm just going to do the tops of those jars like a cork color, I guess. So back to sepia, and let's do a bit of a different tone, like tumbleweed. As for what colors to make those, I'm not quite sure. So let's do the window. Let's just do more of like a muted color, which is wild blue yonder. And just color all of that in. Okay, for the curtains, let's find a different purple. What if we did okay, for the stripes, I'm gonna do Purple Mountains Majesty, which is more like a gray purple. And then I'm gonna try Royal Purple. Let's do the smallest swatch. Okay, good. I just didn't want to do too much of that same cool tone purple, but this is much warmer. So I think we will be good. And I realize we have now just gone over an hour of the live stream. I never try to rush my coloring pages or anything, but I feel like they always end up being right around an hour and 15 minutes on average. And I feel like that's a pretty decent stream. But it obviously depends on what I'm coloring and how detailed it is. Okay. And those little jars. I'm truly so stuck on what color to make them. Maybe I'll do... like a really vibrant green. Let's try. Let's start out with Shamrock. Looks like I've barely ever used this color. Oh yeah, that's perfect. And then going over that with yellow green. Then for the other jar, what if we did some kind of blue? I don't want it to stand out too much, but I don't want everything to, you know, all be the same color. What if we did try something a little funky here? We'll do turquoise blue. And then robin's egg blue. Then for the labels, let's just make them brown, I guess. Then maybe I'll do the opposite here. I'll use tumbleweed. And I think that's it because they both have white fur. Her flower's white. The candles are good. Okay. Let me grab my pencil here. Today is the 21st. Let's see, where can I write the date? Where it will show. You know what? Let's just try here. Oh gosh, I'm out of lead. Really? Okay, no. Oh, I am. Shoot. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Let's do 10, 20, 1, 25. Sign my name. I can barely see it, but I know it's there. Alrighty, here is the grand finale, I don't know. Here it is. I think that turned out so cute. Obviously I was a little bit messy in some areas, but you know what? I don't care because I'm not giving this to anyone, so it doesn't matter. But I think it turned out so cute. And thank you! This is what it looked like before. I just like to reuse all of the pages that I have in here because, well, this is a rather boring coloring page, and who wants to color 100 butterflies when you can just make your own? So I think it turned out very cute and very spooky. Perfect for Halloween. I love all the colors. I think I did good with the light source and everything like that, and just very cute. A little messy, but yeah. So thank you all for joining me today. If you have not already, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We are almost to 2K. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So I hope you will stick around, and maybe I'll see you again on my next coloring live stream, or this Friday we're going to be doing more gaming, or I just posted a new video 2 days ago that I would love for you to check out because it is all Halloween animated movies. I finally posted episode 5 of my animated movie tier list series, so I hope you'll check it out, and I hope to see you soon. Have a super wonderful rest of your week, and remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and be kind to the earth, and please check out the links in my bio. And thank you for joining. Have a super wonderful day, everyone.